Welcome to Greenwich Village. I'm going to show you some of the places that inspired Very Valentine. This is Jane Street, and as you can see, the cobblestone streets are really, really gorgeous. I was literally inspired to write Very Valentine from my neighborhood. One of my favorite lines in the book is when Valentine talks about the cobblestones, and she says, when they pave over them, the last proof of my childhood would be gone. And I think that's true for all of us, that there's some small detail of our childhood that we never forget, and we think, oh, when that's gone, that's it. Well, for Valentine Roncalli, it's the cobblestone streets. The thing about being a novelist and being inspired by your environment is I became rather obsessed with this one little rooftop. And in New York, there's all these little communities within communities within communities, even on a one-block radius. There's sometimes will be a little terrace in the back, or a park, or some little garden area, a fountain, worn away, broken down from years of use. And in this situation, it was on Jane, and this particular rooftop, where I said, oh, something happened there. And I pictured Theodore Angelini and the shoe company in a building very similar to this. You could feel the families having celebrations on the roof. There's a very warm, homey element to Greenwich Village. It's kind of the small town within the big city. Everybody knows each other, and all the merchants relied on each other. And so Greenwich Village, for me, it still represents the old world, the old ways, and the old neighborhood. Right here in the heart of Greenwich Village is the Palazzo Sciuppi that Julian Schnabel built. It's a big Tuscan villa in the heart of Greenwich Village. All these changes and places are what inspire me. I walk by them every day, see them under construction, repainted, redone, and I love all the changes. This is a typical storefront on the West Side Highway that inspired me to put the shoe shop on the highway, because there were a lot of industrial sorts of printing presses and tanneries and import-export kind of loading docks, and so this was all the inspiration for the Angelini Shoe Company. Typical building, industrial on the West Side Highway. Everything that I took from this book, from this novel, was based somehow on something real. And one of my favorite places in the world is this stretch of this park along southern Manhattan. When you come to New York City, you can come over and visit. It's gorgeous, beautiful piers, and this was all once the greatest shipping ports in the world, the biggest shipping ports in the world. And now we just come over and we rest on the river and we look out, or we run, or we do our thing over here, play tennis. They have tennis courts down here. But it's an absolutely beautiful place to live. It's a great place to raise a family, and it's the heart of New York City, which really is the whole story of Very Valentine. Whole contemporary family saga right here in the village in the heart of Manhattan.